All right, this is just make me wanna like, okay.
It's that part of the trip, you know?
Yes, exactly, truly. This is the part where you're like, okay, I'm in this now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Zoë Kravitz. She's an actress, model, and musician you know from projects like Mad Max Fury Road and HBO's Big Little Lies. She also stars in High Fidelity, a new series from HULU, which is set to release on Valentine's Day. That's February 14th. Zoë Kravitz, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you around spicy food? How are you feeling going into this?
I love spice. I love spice a lot, but I am scared right now. Okay. Got a little kick.
So, as we mentioned, you have a new comedy show on HULU, High Fidelity, where you play this record shop owner who's preoccupied with past breakups. I know that you're a self-described music nerd. What is the proper way to sort records? Is it alphabetical, chronological, or autobiographical?
I mean, autobiographical is pretty dope. It's also like slightly psychotic, but probably the most interesting way because you have to remember where they came from, where you were in your life. I am not able to do this, by the way, but I think it's a really cool thing if you can pull it off.
Have you ever given any thought to that great High Fidelity quote? What came first, the music or the misery? Have you ever given any thought to whether or not we're miserable so we listen to pop music, or we're miserable because we listen to pop music?
I think it's a chicken or the egg situation, man. I really don't think there's a proper answer. I think it's like a vicious cycle. Oh, it's sweet. Got a kick though. I'm fucking scared right now, bro.
One of the many amazing videos on your Instagram is one where you're dancing and singing along, blasting R&B and eating a burrito.
Yes.
As someone who actually grew up on a vegan diet, are we living in like a golden age of veganism, or is it kind of becoming a parody of itself?
It's a good question. So I did grow up vegan. I'm not vegan anymore. I'm trying to be better for the environment. People assume that I'm vegan because, I don't know, they think I'm like a hippie or something. So I think I kind of rebelled against that. I mean, I do wish there was like a world where vegans didn't have to, like if you go to Cafe Gratitude or something, which has delicious food, I don't want to be asked the question of the day. I just don't want that. I want you to just give me food.
If you like look at places like By Chloe or whatever, there's this whole windfall of like vegan offerings where it could be like Sloppy Joe's or mac and cheese, or like there's that Impossible Burger.
Yeah, I love the Impossible Burger.
Right, so it's like this whole new thing where it's like maybe it's not like a health choice necessarily or an environmental choice necessarily. Like there's 10,000 different reasons to go there.
I feel like we should open like I want to go to like a dirty fast food vegan restaurant, like just ugly, fluorescent lighting, dirty. I don't want any fucking wind chimes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people should be able to just have like the McDonald's experience with vegan food.
And I think that's right around the corner.
We can make it happen.
Speaking of right around the corner.
Okay. It's chill, which is scaring me. I feel like it's about to become not chill.
So I suppose the people would feel shortchanged if we didn't take a moment to discuss Big Little Lies. Is the Monterey 5 group chat still active?
It is, yeah. It's so girly, but I feel like there's a lot of, like, I love you guys with lots of hearts.
Whatever happened to that deleted scene in season 2 where Reese Witherspoon was supposed to throw ice cream at Meryl Streep?
I don't know. I don't know why they cut it. It was such a bummer because obviously the world needs to see that.
Right.
I feel like we should somehow release that to the world. I don't know why it was taken out, but just knowing that Reese threw ice cream at Meryl is good enough, I think.
What are the mechanics of all those sunset scenes? Because it seems like production, nothing stresses them out quite like that ticking of natural light.
It's a good question. You know, it's funny. There never was that feeling of we're running out of light, we're freaking out, especially in season 1 and John Mark, who really established the natural light look. He was just he would always just figure it out. He was always the kind of person that would, you know, if there's no light, we'll use the light from the car that's in the parking lot in the background. He's super creative. So yeah, there was never that feeling of we're running out of time, actually.
And then finally, costume designer Alex Friedberg described your season 1 style as NorCal bohemian, and then your season 2 look is careless, shapeless, and depressed.
Clothes are a huge part of getting into character. I've had certain characters where I didn't really feel like that person, and the second I put on those clothes, I felt like, oh, okay, I feel it now. I think that's why I love fashion so much. I mean, it's self-expression, right? So how does this person walk and talk it's all connected to clothing in a way. Ooh, I like this one. This is good, I just like the flavor. How do you feel about this?
I like this one. I'm wondering if they were swapped. Am I right, Chris? I think it's like this.
Oh.
Having tried them.
You're right, because this is that color.
Classic Hot Ones production mix-up. I should mention, this is our first shoot of season 11. I don't know where it's falling in the order, but we gotta tighten up, guys. We gotta tighten up.
That's dope. That's a good hot sauce.
So as I understand it, you've lived in Williamsburg for 10 years, and over that decade, it's had a complete transformation. What is one thing that outsiders get wrong about Williamsburg, and then what's one stereotype that is absolutely right?
I guess a lot of people think it's Doucheville, USA. That's true. The thing that people get wrong is that I guess Doucheville, USA is actually kind of a nice place to live.
Out of curiosity, have you ever been to that hot sauce store, Heatonist, on Wythe and North 8th?
I've passed it and definitely gets my attention. And there's something about it that makes me think it's too Williamsburg. I can't go inside. I can't make myself go inside. I'm like, of course there's like a fucking hot sauce store here.
What neighborhood do you think has more influence on style in 2020, Williamsburg or Calabasas?
Ha. Calabasas, because those people have more followers.
Which is the better city to be a musician, LA or New York City?
New York.
If you could import one LA institution to Brooklyn, what would it be?
Sushi Park.
Sushi Park. You heard it here first. Are you ready to move on down the line?
Yeah.
Zoë Kravitz. All right, so this one is the Los Calientes Rojo.
I like this one too.
So we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we have our guests explain some of the deep dive pictures on their Instagram. Okay. But I want to start with your bio, which is trying not to be an asshole since 1988. How's that going for you?
It's like a day-by-day thing. Yeah, I mean, I think like most people, I can be kind of an asshole sometimes. You know, social media, people often try to appear perfect, and I guess that's me saying, I'm not perfect. In fact, I'm a little bit of an asshole, but I'm trying not to be, and that's kind of the journey of life.
And that's what's important. All right, on to the pictures, Zoe. Here you are with an owl on your head. Is this at one of those owl cafes?
It is indeed. I went to Japan. I heard about these owl cafes, and I was fascinated, and shit's crazy, man. You like sit there, and they give you tea, and then they just put the owls on you in different places, and it's an owl cafe, it's weird.
I've always understood owls to be like semi-dangerous birds of prey.
They probably could scratch the shit out of you. The claws on that thing, I looked pretty chill, but I was not chill. I was freaking out a little bit in that picture.
All right, this next picture feels like it could use some explanation.
So when I was a kid, I was a Britney Spears fanatic for obvious reasons. And my father is really good friends with Mark Seliger, the photographer who took this photo. And he came into town and surprised me and brought me to the photo shoot to meet Britney.
On the Oops, I Did It Again cover shoot.
Yeah, it's fucking iconic.
And then finally, we have one more for you. Haters will say it's photoshopped.
Okay, so when we were shooting season 2, we were in Monterey and we had a midway party where we went bowling. And I went to go get Shailene and I more beer. And then I guess they took the photo while I was gone. And then this photo got posted on Instagram and went totally viral. And I was like, fuck, man, you go to the bar for 5 minutes and
they cut you out of the pic.
And you're not in the photo. So then, yeah, I photoshopped myself into the photo because I am a loser.
Who's the best bowler in this group?
Maybe Reese, not Nicole. Meryl was pretty good, but fuck, Meryl's good at everything. It's upsetting. I think whenever she got a gutter, we were all like, yes! Because it was so nice to see her not like get an award for best bowler or something. Is it creeping for you?
It's creeping for me.
I'm scared of how chill I feel right now. I feel like karma's gonna fuck me up on the second half. Okay.
Despite you and your family being considered the paradigm of cool across generations, I've heard you say that you relate more to being a nerd or like a goofball. Do you think that it's maybe impossible for anyone to think of their parents as being cool no matter what the outside world thinks of them?
I think when you're younger, yes. Now I think my parents are very cool for probably different reasons that the rest of the world does, but yeah, as a kid, there's just no way. You cannot win. I mean, my father would do cool things like bring me to, see Britney Spears, but I was probably like, Dad, take off the netted shirt, man. Like, what are you doing?
A lot of times I think people rebel because their parents are so categorically uncool. Do you think that maybe there's a part of you that would rebel because they were too cool?
I mean, I used to joke about being a lawyer. And I didn't get tattoos till I was 19 or 20. That was rebellion.
Right, because you almost want to go the opposite direction.
You can't get a tattoo and it won't piss them off. They'd be like, oh, cool, who'd you go to? What'd you get? It's like there's nowhere to go. You know what I think this is like? Ooh, what happened? What just happened?
I was looking, I was like, I have 3 left, but there's 4 sauces.
Get your shit together.
It's day one stuff.
I feel like this show is like doing drugs with somebody.
Right.
It's like a psychedelic experience. But also in the way where you sit down with someone and you're about to go through something together.
Right.
And you're kind of talking each other through it.
I'm like a shaman.
Yes, you're the hot
your
sauce
spicy
shaman.
food trip here.
All right.
All right, this one, Stargazer, speaking of trippy.
All right. These vegan wings are very
spongy.
But they're chewy as fuck. Yeah.
So when we had Shia LaBeouf on the show, he gave us some advice for finding the right kind of vintage tea. Unpredictably, he said that the key is to look for shape.
That's true. Like some t-shirts are too boxy. It's usually how they fit under the armpit, I feel like. You want them to be slimming. I go to thrift stores. It's a really cool place here in LA called Filth Mart. That's really cool. And nowadays you can look on Instagram too. And if there's something that I want specifically, I'll start looking on eBay and shit.
So I'm surrounded by sneaker obsessives quite a bit in my life, and all of them seem to really respect the loyalty that you have to Sambas.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. So I'm so not a sneakerhead, so I have like 1 pair of shoe. I think I'm wearing the same pair. I think I have 1 pair and I just continue to wear them. But I think super fancy sneakers are they're just like too much going on. Sambas are classic. They like blend into your outfit. I wear a lot of Dickies. I feel like they look good with Dickies.
The fashion sites, there's tons of them that are just line dedicated to the style evolution of Zoë Kravitz. So if you'll humor me,
oh no,
what I want to do is show you some throwbacks.
Right now?
Show you some throwbacks, and I'm just wondering how they hit your eyes now in 2020. Okay. So here you are, 1997 MTV Movie Awards.
Literally wearing the jacket I'm wearing right now.
Literally?
No, but could be.
Also, maybe it looks like a ring pop.
Oh my God, is it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Ooh, and look at my toes. I was cool. This is a cool outfit. I would wear this outfit right now.
Let me show you another one. Okay. Here you are. This looks like 2002 Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Looks like, why are you bringing your kid to that? Oh God.
Do you remember that look?
Yeah, this is a bummer. This is a bummer. I was a victim to the Kangol hat, which is something that only Samuel L. Jackson should wear. No one else except for...
You heard it here.
Samuel L. Jackson should wear this hat. Oh, okay, I have a bag made out of candy wrappers or something. Look, man, I was confused. This is a confusing time, but also, what's my dad wearing? Also, what's he wearing?
That could have been a good wing. That could have been a good game. What is my dad wearing with Zoë Kravitz?
What is my dad wearing?
All right, this one, where do you stand on vests now?
Oh, no.
You were bullish back in 2005.
Look at my pose. What am I doing? Who are you? What are you doing? Go home. Where are your friends? Why didn't they tell you?
All right, Zoë Kravitz.
What's that? Can I just?
Sure, you can keep them.
To remind me what
it's totally up to you. This next one is the bomb beyond insanity.
Sky, my friend Sky, look at her, she's freaking out.
She's scared, so you brought a friend.
No, she's just happy. Yes, I brought my best friend in the world, Sky, who I've literally known since she was there when I was born. She was in the room when I was born because her father and my father are old friends. And she's 6 months older than me, so she was in the room. So we are lifelong friends, and she's obsessed with the show. She's the reason I wanted to do the show.
Thanks for the referral, Sky.
She's losing her shit. Sky's losing her shit.
And she was hyped for the bomb.
Yes, she's just like, you're gonna try to bomb, oh my God. So Sky, this is for you. I just don't like the way this tastes.
Right.
Oh, this is about to fuck me up. I see you. I see you. All right. This will just make me want to like, okay.
It's that part of the trip, you know?
Yes, exactly. Truly, this is the part where you're like, okay, I'm in this now. I don't know what specific drug that was, but.
Well, speaking of, that's such a poetic segue. Because in your years of going to Burning Man, I'm curious, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen? When we had Cara Delevingne on the show, she said that she saw 2 people having sex, but wasn't sure if it was an art piece or not.
This is gnarly shit. Just give me a minute. I want to like.
Sure, like absorb it all.
Experience it. I am gonna take my jacket.
And this is the part where I say.
This is for dramatic effect, by the way. I'm totally fine.
Be careful around your eyes. Don't touch your eyes.
Yeah. Sky told me that. She prepped me before. This is also the part in the show where like you guys do that thing to my voice where it's like echoey and shit. There was one time where it was like 7 in the morning and we hadn't gone to sleep yet, and then all of a sudden a hot air balloon came down and these people jumped out, and I think they handed us like grilled cheese sandwiches or something, and it was dope because we were so hungry and hungover. And the cool thing about Burning Man is that you get what you need magically.
Do you have any thoughts on like Mark Zuckerberg helicoptering into Black Rock City, or like Jeff Bezos bringing private chefs and stuff? Like, do Instagram influencers and like tech tycoons, are they kind of like threatening the spirit of Burning Man?
Yeah, I mean, when I first went, there was no cell phone service. No one had, we didn't have iPhones, so it was a really safe space. So you could walk around half naked on acid and it was fine. I wouldn't do that now personally because I would be scared someone was taking a picture or something, which is a bummer. And then there's also just like this communal feeling. There's these things called art cars and you can jump on and jump off and anyone can jump on and jump off. And I remember going a few years ago and a few friends of mine jumped on a car and some girls were like, this is private actually. And we were like, that's not how this works, bitch. Like, what are you doing? I'm happy that powerful people with money and influence are choosing to hopefully expand their minds. I think that's cool, but I think if you're gonna go to something like that, you should try and honor what it's about. And again, if you're gonna bring a 5-star chef, do it, but give food to whoever wants it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. All right, Zoe.
All right.
On to number 9.
Nose is running.
Me too, you and I both.
The Widowmaker. You kill your husbands with this shit? My taste buds are dead from the bomb. Yeah, that's good.
As someone who's met Prince, opened for Miley Cyrus, and been in a Jay-Z video, do you have a most cherished musical memory in your life?
Yeah, hanging out with Prince was always hanging out with Prince. I mean, it's never gonna become a casual
for someone
thing.
To say, yeah.
And then him performing too. He would have these parties and he'd perform downstairs and yeah, that's
at the house?
At his house. It was nuts. And then they give you pancakes. It's true. It's like the rumors were true.
You went to a Prince house concert and got pancakes?
Yes. And it starts at midnight. Excuse me. It starts at midnight. And then Prince performs, and then they give you pancakes. It's like, that is Disneyland. That's what Disneyland should really be.
Which is a more intense fan base, Harry Potter fans or X-Men fans?
Batman fans.
You're feeling that already.
I'm feeling the heat. No pun intended. Yeah.
Have you gotten a chance to try on the Catwoman suit yet?
I have. It's cool. It's really cool. The last dab, the last dab.
This is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing.
All right.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Dude, I haven't even drank water yet. I'm here. I'm ready.
I am very humbled.
What did
There
you
you
do?
go. That's good. That's good.
All right. Oh, you sound concerned for me. Are you concerned? Sweet cheers.
Not Miss No Drink, No Water, No Milk, No Beer, Zoë Kravitz. I'm not worried about you.
This is so gonna fuck me up after you said that.
All right, Zoë Kravitz, here we are at the summit of Mount Scoville, all the way down the Hot Ones gauntlet, and we've touched on a lot of things that are special and important to Zoë Kravitz, but one thing we haven't talked about is your love of Friends. I know that you spend many a late night binge with Friends, so now that your brain is on fire, hot sauce circulating through your veins, I'm gonna hit you with a quick Friends quiz that was put together by none other than fellow Friends superfan Dominique Burrows and Hot Ones producer over there.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Hey, clap it up for Dom. Clap it up for Dom. All right, what is the Joey special?
The Joey's 2 pizzas.
Ding, 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 ding. Doesn't even have to give the multiple choice. How did Monica and Ross's routine originally end?
They did this on the New Year's Eve special, right? Yeah? Monica holding Ross?
Monica catching Ross is correct.
Okay. Okay.
One more for you.
Yeah.
What high school did Rachel, Ross, and Monica attend?
Lincoln?
The answer is Lincoln.
Okay, yeah.
And look at you, Zoë Kravitz, knocking down Friends trivia, taking down super spicy vegan wings, and not even a drop of milk, water, or beer to show for it. And now, Zoë Kravitz, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, my friend.
All right.
This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
What's up, everybody? No, what's up? I have a show called High Fidelity. Do I look at all of them?
You know, this is up to you.
Like
it's a choose your own adventure.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at this one. What's up? I have a show called High Fidelity on HULU. It's out February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. I feel good.
Good job, Zoe. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thanks so much. I'm gonna have this beer now for fun.
Me too. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. That was dope. All right, Sky's trying to boom.
All right.
I'm shaking. I'm freaking out.
We have Sky to thank for running.
Yeah. All right. So I'm joined today at the table with Sky, who very thankfully referred Zoe to the show. Without Sky, perhaps none of this is even possible.
It's true.
And you know, after she's done such a great thing for us, we decided, hey, we got to return the favor. And the way that we did that is by soaking a vegan wing in Da Bomb. And now Sky is going to live the show.
It's a big moment.
Wow, this is a big moment.
Just take a moment.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Just go in. You're here.
All right, Sky, do you remember how you discovered Hot Ones?
Fuck, dude. My nose already.
Don't touch your face.
Oh yeah, my
Remember
nose.
what you taught me.
Whoa, this like keeps getting worse and worse. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is Sean Evans, and as you know, you can catch me every Thursday in this little black box interviewing celebrities. But what if I told you that there was a show that actually had a decent set, where we fed even hotter wings to civilians while asking them trivia questions? Well, guess what, my friend? That show exists, and it's called Hot Ones The Game Show. Hot Ones The Game Show on truTV. Check your local listings. We'll see you in the Pepperdome.